Now, I know this is not for certain, but I know it is definitely a possibility that these Green Bay Packers can come into AT&T Stadium and beat the Dallas Cowboys at home. Let's talk about it. Yo, 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 what's up, Sports Nation? It's your boy, Cool Eagle, back here with another video. Just want to come talk to you guys because, whoa, do we have a lot to talk about today in the world of NFL football. Now, I know this is crazy to think about. The Dallas Cowboys are 7-point favorites going into this game. They're undefeated at home. The point differential versus teams at home is just outrageous. But when I read you these points that I'm about to make, it's at least going to make you reconsider and at least make you second guess, like, maybe Dallas doesn't really have a chance at winning this game like Vegas suggests. Because let's not forget, this Green Bay defense, that's been the talk of sports media as the weakness of this team. Because we know what Jordan Love has been doing these last 9 games. 20 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. The man is crazy, and a lot of Packers fans would say he should be an MVP favorite over Jalen Hurts. No, but that's a whole nother video for another time. But when you consider that, and the sports media talking about the Green Bay defense being the weakness of this team, let's talk about that. Because the Green Bay defense is 12th ranked in the league, only giving up 37 touchdowns all season. That's ironic because that's only one more touchdown than Dallas, who's only given up 36 this season, right? So when we talk about Green Bay being the weakness of the defense, but they're only giving up one less touchdown than Dallas defense, who's more talked about as being one of the best in the league. Now, I get the whole idea of Dallas having the 3rd best defensive line, according to PFF, and Green Bay having the 3rd best offensive line, with the return of David Bakhtiari and that other guy solidifying that left side, who have been playing exceptionally well. But having a 3rd ranked defensive line, but you've only had 1 sack against Detroit, 1 sack versus Miami, 1 sack versus Philadelphia. And we can talk about the greatness of Micah Parsons. That's cool, but you still got to decide what you're going to do with Micah Parsons, who hasn't been that good against these winning teams in these past 3 games. Because you have to either have him stop the run, which is going to tire him out, and you got to decide if you want to put him on pass rush. And Matt LaFleur is going to find a way to scheme around Micah Parsons, again, being one of the premier offensive minds in the league. And this is not to take anything away from Dan Quinn, but I have to believe it to see it against Green Bay when it comes to the defense of the Dallas Cowboys putting pressure and getting sacks on Jordan Love. That has to make you reconsider, because if they're so bad, but they're only giving up 1 more touchdown than a defense that's considered one of the best in the league, that has to make you reconsider that, okay, so maybe this won't be a blowout like a lot of sports commentators think it will be, because a lot of people think it's going to be a blowout just because the youth of this team, which could actually play into an advantage for this. But again, it makes you think that this can't be a blowout. This has to be at least a close game, especially when you think about, again, the pressure on Mike McCarthy to win this game. According to Jerry Jones on a presser, talking about, if Dallas doesn't at least get to the NFC Championship, this could be bye-bye to Mike McCarthy. So Green Bay on the defensive side of the ball, they're ninth against the pass. What is Dallas offense predicated on? The pass. Dak Prescott has been having a MVP candidacy year. We know what CeeDee Lamb represents. You can put him anywhere, and he's just unstoppable. He's broken Cowboy records for a reason, with the number 88, the legendary number 88. So if we can make Dallas, well, not we, if Green Bay can make Dallas one-dimensional and make them get out of the run plays that they're not very efficient at, because let's think about Dallas's rank when it comes to running the ball. They're 14th in the league at rushing attempts, and they're 14th in yards. So to say that Dallas is just going to run all over these guys is crazy. Tony Pollard, we know, is not built like that to get 25, 30 carries. Rico Dowdle, their second string, has never seen this kind of playoff action, a game of this magnitude. So you won't see as many carries from Rico Dowdle. So is Green Bay afraid of Dallas running the ball? They should be, because they're 28th against the run. But when you consider how not as efficient Dallas is at running the ball, that makes you think that Dallas is going to want to go through Dak Prescott, which plays right into Green Bay's hands, being ninth in the league versus the pass. Now, this also works against Green Bay's offense, because Dallas is fifth in the league versus the pass. We know what Stephon Gilmore, DeRon Bland, Donovan Wilson, Malik Bell, all those guys represent. It's very hard to throw the ball on Dallas. But the Dallas defense is 16th against the run. This has been the narrative about Dallas defense all season. They're very undersized in the second level of the defense. Dan Quinn, no matter how much of a good defensive coordinator he is, he's expecting these guys who are light in the pocket to go against guys benching 400, 500 pounds and expecting to shed blocks and get these guys on the ground, especially if they run with A.J. Dillon, big guy out of Boston College, and then Aaron Jones, who Matt LaFleur can use in a variety of ways, not only in the pass game, but in the run game. And we know what Aaron Jones has been doing to the Dallas Cowboys, being an Arlington native and not being drafted by the Dallas Cowboys. So if Matt LaFleur plans his game up like I know he's going to, being one of the premier offensive minds in this league, and Jordan Love playing like he's been playing these last 9 games, it's going to be crazy. Because let's consider what Jordan Love has done this season versus other playoff teams. Against Detroit, 22 of 32, 268, 3 touchdowns. Kansas City, 25 of 36, 267, 3 touchdowns. The LA Rams, 20 of 26, 228, 1 touchdown. Pittsburgh, 21 of 40, 289, 2 touchdowns. So to say Jordan Love can't play against the Dallas defense is crazy. Now, I'm not saying that any of these guys are as good as Dallas against the pass, except maybe Kansas City, maybe Pittsburgh. But Green Bay needs to run the ball through A.J. Dillon and A.J. Jones. A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones, and then set up Jordan Love. You know what I'm saying? Because once Jordan Love starts getting hot, he's going to be cooking like hotcakes against that defense, especially if you tire out these guys in the second level who are undersized. And I'm not doubting the strength of the Packers O-line versus this Cowboys D-line. Now, what's going to hurt the Green Bay offense is if you get these guys in third down, because Dallas is very good on is efficient on third down, being 14th in the league at 37.4%. So that's probably going to be the weakness on these Green Bay offensive drives that have to be long, because you cannot give Dallas, who's top 5 in the league in offensive time possession, time to get in rhythm, because that's how they're going to beat you. You have to sustain long drives on the Green Bay offensive side of the ball. You have to run the ball. You have to give Jordan Love these short and intermediate passes that maybe could set up the long throws over the field. Now, if it's Christian Watson playing, a lot of the media is saying it's leaning like he's not going to play due to a hamstring injury, which would really help this offense. Because if Christian Watson's playing, I'm definitely giving Green Bay a good chance to come in and upset Dallas at home. You know what I'm saying? Because when you think about them on third down and, Green Bay's offense, if they can just be consistent with mixing the pass and the run plays up, they can get these guys off their heel and convert these downs into touchdowns. Now, the thing with Green Bay's defense, which has been the talk in the media, they're worse than Dallas on third down. They are 23rd in the league at 41.1%. So Green Bay offense doing these long drives is going to play dividends, because then you don't fall into this statistic if Dallas happens to get in rhythm with their offense, like we know we can, because they're a top 5 offense in the league for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what you say about the schedule. And what's also going to play into Green Bay defense's hands is that it's very hard to score on them in the red zone. They're 10th in the league at 50.9%. Dallas is 19th in the league at 56.3%. So Green Bay has a better chance at keeping Dallas at the end zone than Dallas does at keeping Green Bay's offense out the end zone. You know, so I'm not buying. And then the fact that Dallas at home, yes, they're undefeated at home, but let's not also forget the games that they lost, they give up a lot on the ground. Versus Arizona, 30 carries, 222 yards. Versus San Francisco, 41 carries, 170 yards. At Philadelphia, 33 carries, 109 yards, and 2 touchdowns. At Buffalo, 49 carries, 266 yards, and 3 touchdowns. I know for a fact Green Bay and Matt LaFleur can call up plays to allow these guys to run anywhere between 30 and 40 times to win this game, possibly. And all Jordan Love has to do is just keep being Jordan Love, man. Keep having this great touchdown interception ratio that you've been having. Matt LaFleur is going to continue to work and call plays that are according to Justin Love, of Jordan Love's strengths, and not put him in a bad position. Because, again, Matt LaFleur is one of the premier offensive minds in this league right now. And not to take anything away from Mike McCarthy, but come on, like, I'd rather go with Matt LaFleur than Mike McCarthy. I'd rather go with Matt LaFleur than Mike McCarthy. Leave your love in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this. And again, Dallas at home, close games versus winning teams. We know what happened in Detroit. They were an extra point away from going into overtime and possibly losing. Or if that official didn't call that flag for illegal man downfield or whatever the fuck, like, you're talking about Detroit beating these guys at home. Seattle, they were a Tyler Lockett drop and a Tyler Lockett drop and a Micah Parsons sack away from possibly winning this game at home. So to say Green Bay doesn't have a chance is crazy. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Now, whether Green Bay is going to pull it off, I don't know, because they're young. But if Jordan Love is more of a visual learner, because he saw Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs and Aaron Rodgers last year in Green Bay. So if he's a visual learner and doesn't have to play to really be good at it, hey, albeit to Jordan Love to go in there and piece these guys up. But, hey, man, we'll see. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, though.